Hello, and welcome back. My name is Kira, and this is Sunless Skies, and it's episode 15. Yes, I've played this for a couple of hours when I edited some videos, rested up, and then realized that I had some issues with episode 12, so that disappeared. Episode 13, 14, and what was 15, it was fine, so they've all been edited and they've been scheduled to go up. And it's kind of funny that I'm talking about all this stuff knowing that you guys are not going to hear about any of this stuff for ages to come, really. Um, but I've had a bit of a break. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I'm just gonna continue and play more Sunless Skies, because why the hell not? Um, Not to mention, I've just found out that one of the games I've been really dying to try out is on sale on Steam, so I bought that. So now I need to give that a go, and I don't want to do that before actually finishing off at least like Summer Skies. As I said, Odyssey is a bit of an impossibility at the moment. Hopefully by the time you guys are actually seeing this, I would have bought a replacement fan thingy, but hey, um, I have to get it delivered by Amazon, and that's another drama altogether. So, yay! But anyway, let's get going. So we're on the way to Port Prosper, and I'll meet you when we actually arrive there. Alright, and here we are. We've actually arrived in Port Prosper in one piece. That's a good, start, as always. No! Ooh. I need to stop bumping my locomotive into shit. I mean, that's where I'm getting more damage than freaking, like, things attacking me at this point now. Alright. Let's, start off with going to the other company house. After the company's fortune declined in New Winchester, they withdrew to Port Prosper, where the parsimonious chairman received them with barely concealed distaste. The mahogany walls of offices are crammed, and the atmosphere is close. Well, let's deliver all of our port reports, because we've got shitloads. We've gotten 4 fuels, 2 supplies, 7 Windward Company gratitude. They're not paying a great deal. They've only paid 70 sovereigns. That's shit. I thought they were going to give us a lot more than that. But maybe that's because their fortunes are really low, maybe? We'll see. I need to have 10 gratitude to get some... Oh, really? I've made this so much harder because they've gone so bad. Their favor's gone down so much. This is bullshit. But fine. We'll go back to the station. Okay, let's start with Explorer. Write a port report. Join the Llama Fair. Celebration of the bounty and fortunes of Port Prosper. There is an other lady whispering surreptitiously, likely to be a tombola. Rightio. All the sights and sounds of the day at the Fair of London. Genuine rubbery lumps sold by the cupful. Icons of mayors pass from Dick Whittington to Sinning Jenny line the streets. A Ferris wheel offers paying customers a chance to survey the heights of Port Prosper. Side stores spackle the side streets, manned by gamblers and mountebanks. The main street offers popular games and diversions, watched over by a number of burly guards from the factories. Go to the side stalls. Stick to the main streets. Beware of the inadvisably big dog. Let's not deal with that. I mean, we've got 100% in both of these. But how about we stick to the main stalls? Because, we want to be respectable. Like, that's kind of what we're going for here. We want to be a respectable poet. Carnival Barkers accost you with promise of wonderful kaleidoscopes that will show you visions of life on the frontier. All sky captains have been wheeled out to tell tales of life out on the reach. Daring escapes predominate. Their reasons for retiring in Port Prosper left undisclosed. Several acquaintances catch up with you by the bridge and you promenade together, taking the sights and the sound of the main stalls while avoiding the smells from the side streets. We're welcomed by the prosperous West Enders. A gunshot in the night, pistol in the morning. The West Enders close ranks. What the? That's dramatic. Is there a murder involved? Oh well. Um, let's get some, people to transport. Crowd gather to listen to your tales. Your stories of daring escapes and fingernail victories go down almost as well as whiskey ambitions draw in several bloodshot eyes. Some might even now follow you through on it when they're sober. So we can pick up someone? Okay. Where do they want to go? Titania! That's fine. I simply must move to Titania. From everything I've been given to understand, it's altogether divine. You wipe your hands on the trouser after shaking his disquietly sweaty hand. This is it, isn't it? Living the safety of Port Prosper? I mean, look, the last time that person that said that, they ended up being a part of the crew, so, I'm not really quite sure how that's gonna go. But that's fine. Let's go to the parsimonious, because we've got, oh! We can also get the, Ministry stamped permit for the nameplate. Let's do that. We've got 3, I think. We've got 2 permits now, so we can actually go through the Albion array, which is what I kind of wanted to do last time I was there, but I couldn't. But yeah, it's fine. So I've got 3 reputation with the Winwood Company. That's fine. Alright. That's a good start. Visit the Winwood Company. Oh, they're celebrating again. Well, let's celebrate. Our terror's been reduced. We have a good reputation with them. That's not bad at all. Is there anything else I can do? Is there no more? Nope. No more people I can take with me. They wanted souls. I don't have any souls. I don't want any crockery. Screw you. Barrel of unseasoned hours. Do I need hours? No, I needed souls, which I didn't bring with me because I'm rubbish. Clearly. I'll buy 1 more supply, I guess. And, I think that's all we can do here. Which is kind of disappointing. Well, I guess we need to go to the reserve for the other circus person. So, okay, so because episode 12 was actually about the circus, and unfortunately that episode is no longer in existence, let me just do a quick recap for you. So basically, when we went to the circus, we did the usual thing of going and having a looking around, etc., which actually gained us familiarity enough in the circus that we were invited to into the back area. And when we were in the back area, we got a few jobs. We got a job from the circus master, which was to fix the magician's tools and stuff. So we did that, and now we've picked up the second quest from him, which is to go and locate the twin of one of the acrobats, who apparently they are twins and they take turns running away from the goddamn circus. So we are to retrieve him or her. It just says they, so we don't know which one of the what the gender is, which is fine. So we are to rescue them or bring them back from Leadbitter and whatever reserve. So we're going to do that, but not yet because we still have other things that we need to do. So the settler needs to go to Titania. We have enough to go to Albion though. How about we go to Albion and have a look for London? I really, really want to do that. I know I've got stuff to do here, but, I really, really want to go to London. I mean, if we need to, we can always, come back. Well, commit my terrors, of course. I need tales of terrors. If we go through this transit, we might be able to, see a new map, and that would be, really, really cool. So, let's do that. Submit the paperwork required for a travel permit. I don't know how I'm going to come back here, but we'll work on that later. Now I can travel between regions of Albion and the Reach. At Bronzewood kiosk, the superintendent examines your papers minutely, sticks them on a spike, then signs and stamps a small booklet for you. Your new transit permit. Union Jack Blue, he says in its cover, as if it was something to be proud of. Alright, so does that mean that we can always kind of go through? Oh, wow. We can travel first class. Or second class. But can't we just go through with our ship? Isn't that how it works? Can present myself to customs. Oh, so you can have contraband. I don't know what's contraband, but I don't have anything on me. Pinch-faced inspector boards the ship with their retinue. Come on, hurry up. If you've nothing to hide, you've nothing to fear. Their mouth cracks into something almost, but not entirely a smile. Nothing from me, at least. Alright, nothing to declare, but my own genius. Sorry, Oscar Wilde. I think it's an amazing quote still. I have nothing to declare but my genius. Anyway, a clean sweep. The pinch-faced inspector almost looks disappointed at having to give you a clean bill of passage. Such a waste of time, they mutter, stamping the custom form. Go on! No reason to take up space here. Okay. Return to my engine. And... What? Oh, come on! So I can't just go? Oh, I was so excited. That's fucking bullshit, man. That's some serious fucking bullshit. But I think there's hours just over there, so I might just buy some. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Fine. Be it that way. I will get myself another freaking permit and go first class because I'm special. Yeah. So annoying. I'm actually basically worried that if we do go second class and the ship might be damaged on the exit, basically. And I don't really want to deal with all of that. So, and there's still parts of the map that I haven't opened up. Like, there's this entire black section in this one as well. So I might actually start working on that then. Either way, unless something interesting comes up in the meantime, I will see you when something interesting does pop up. Alright, so we got to Titania to drop off our settler. He did ask to join the crew, but we said no, so he's going to have to, you know, go and be a part of Titania. Good luck with that, with all the bees. Drop off a settler. They have arrived at their destination. Whether or not they'll wish to be here is another matter entirely. Encourage your passenger to disembark. Things might have changed whilst you're in transit. You may not be rewarded as well now. Well, I don't care. He's leaving. A breeze wafts the sweet perfumes of wildflowers in your direction. Lovers race by in a very state of undress. A giggling nudist capers after them. What the... Lovely. The settler has to be ushered off your vessel by your crew. He won't shake your hand for the fear of revealing the circle of nervous perspiration under his arms. He pays your fare and is off. Good luck, buddy. I'm not quite sure how you're going to go with the nudists, but hey, good luck. Oh, I wanted to pick up 2 of these so that I can go and convince the people in the in Carillon, I thought it was? Yeah, in Carillon. Let's do that. I don't think there's any other stories and stuff to be gained here, so I'll be on my merry way. Oh no! Wait, there is money to be gained. I can sell another inspiration for more money. Just means I have to go and destroy more ships, because I think that's where I got most of them from. Donating Sky Stories doesn't seem very profitable, and I need the visions of heaven, but I don't need inspiration. But it only gets me 300 sovereigns. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. But anyway, I'm just going to go down here and have a look at what's around this way because I haven't seen it. And then I'll be on the way back to Carillon, I guess, on the way or by the way of Winchester probably, because that's where I always stop off to tip up, top up, tip up, top up. Anyway, let's keep looking. Because, like, what I'm noticing is that as I discover these sort of new areas, I kind of can make sure that there's no, like, port that I have completely not noticed or anything like that. Because I think there's another port called Traitor's Post or something, port or something like that. But I don't know where it is, so I feel like I'm missing a port, and I feel like I should go and find it. So that's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I will see you once we come across this mysterious new port, or we've managed to do something a little bit crazy. No, 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 go away, go away, go away. That's the wall. That's not very helpful. Anyway, aside from my crappy navigation, I shall see you soon. Uh, So I've just come to Port Avon to just get some more supplies so I can continue my map opening activity. So I've opened up this part of the map, so I'm going to go and do this part, and then maybe go into this part later. And then I think I could completely say that the map is like being opened up, you know? I'm one of those people in an RPG game. I will go down like all of the directions of every single like corridor just to make sure there's no chests on the other side. Yes, I have issues. It's fine. I've learned to live with it. But the village green now has a thing for attend a service at the church. So I'm going to attend the service and see what happens. I'm not welcome here. Oh, goodness. The congregation is a mix of attentive locals sitting primly at the front and visitors perched on the back. The accordionist coaxes them into an attempt at judge internal, throned in splendor. But we're not welcome here anymore. Dear Lord. That's rubbish. Does it mean I can go in? Can I go anywhere? Can I go upstairs? I've delivered my last trophy. I forgot about that, actually. I've gained 100 sovereign. They refused to touch it. We never had any nonsense like this, you know. It was all marsh wolves and arbitrary fungus. Good sensible hunting. I mean, what even is this? I feel like it's watching me. It doesn't even have any eyes. Jenkins, put it somewhere I won't see it. That's not a surprise. It's a Scrivener spinster. It was ugly as fuck when I was trying to kill it, too. Ask about my membership. Policies and such. What? Oh yes, the stout veteran twiddles his bushy moustache. Of course, you will be most welcome once the spot opens up. Dead men's shoes, I'm afraid. And our chaps do rather cling to their place at the bar. But do come and meet everyone. I'm certain they'll be thrilled to hear your stories and slip your name to the right kind of people. I now have a cryptic benefactor, and I've gained 250 sovereigns, and I've technically been accepted into the club. Lovely. It's a bit rubbish. I do need to lower my terror. I'm not welcome. I may be able to improve my welcome at the dock. Yes I can. I can share some gossip and get some welcome back. I have heaps of gossip. Let's write our port report, because that's always useful. I'll share another gossip, because why not? And then, what else can I do here then? I don't want the fucking devil. He kills people. That's what happened last... Ooh, ill fishes. No, I want to go to the ruins, and I want to do the thing where I go and relax, because I can reduce my terror. There we go. I've gained 1 vision of heaven, not reduced my terror. That's not very helpful. I was hoping it was going to reduce my terror, alright? I'm going to go to the village green and do the eel thing, because that sounds like fun. The line is straight, the stony edges of the block that just juts into the sky as their rods hang over the edge. Colonists of partner eels, smoky as sardines, breed on the underside of the port. You watch as the fishes snag their wriggling prey, heave them onto the rock, and then put an end to their thrashing with eel mullets. That sounds horrible. The catches are infrequent though, and aside from those occasional struggles, always swiftly ended by the meaty thwack, you can sit back, enjoy the starlight, and make conversation. That's not bad. Let's take a stroll around the village. Above, a golden nebula is fierce in the sky. Amber light dapples the curving lines. Locals nod to you cautiously as you pass. A light drizzle of silver rain brushes the village. Its bits are bright and tiny as pinheads. Oh, that sounds lovely. I don't want to go to the allotments because we've already done that. I think that's about all we can do here. Fine, I'll recruit the goddamn devil. Why not? He's going to kill someone, you know. But it's fine. We've seen him kill someone. Oh wait, no, I needed stuff. I needed, Oh! I can buy souls here, can I? Right, I've got 2, so I need 1 more. I'll buy the souls, thank you. And I'll also take some freaking supplies. Alright, let's go off and explore a little bit more. I'm actually really quite enjoying the exploration bit. I am getting to a bit of combat though, but you know, it's fine. See? He's killed someone. As soon as we left the freaking port, he's killed someone. Let's ask him about the deceased again. I mean, we've already done this bit, so I mean, it's fine. We need tea and honey to be able to speak to him about his issues. Well, too bad. He doesn't like our soul. It's too flawed. Oh well. Now, I'm gonna go down and have a look at this way. There's a lot of marauders, and I'm not sure if that's because of the whole issue with not having the company anymore, but we'll see. Oh, here it is! A port I hadn't discovered before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. A new port. The crew are eager to see what it has to offer. I've got an achievement. Awesome. Dock. Traitor's Wood is a sprawling, secluded forest on the edge of the ridge. Few venture beneath its gloomy boughs, and the legend speaks of a king who sleeps under the barrows at the wood's heart. Right. How about we have a look at the shop first? Don't need any seeds. We're all good. The wood's 8. The woods. Oh! Oh! We can get a cage catch. That's what we need. We need one. The woods is the. I need one. I need one. This is what we need to take it back to Leadbeaters to deal with the hybrid situation. We got one. Novel ends. A keen-eyed stoker pipe tracks lead into the woods. You follow them. Birds cry out in the canopy ahead of you, startled by something moving. You quicken your pace. Your quarry slows, allowing you to catch up. It stands in a copse of silverwood. A proud stag with its many-tinned triple crown. Its majesty does not spare it your bullets. It takes 5 people to carry it back to your engine. But I do have 1 cage catch, which is what I needed. Can I... No, it's a time thing, so I can't do anything more there. How about the campfire? 3 figures. 3 figures draped in scholars' robes huddle around a campfire. They're arguing about kings, a banner in the colour of Somerset. London's University's most respectable college gleams in the firelight. As you approach, the discussion dies. One of the scholars, a woman with a fierce expression, stands up. Only scholars should be here. Are you one? No, but I do have supplies. The vituperous classist compares your offerings with the burnt toast and warm tea they've been suppering on. Well, all right, I suppose. The woman is a vituperate. Bleh. Oh my god. Vituperative, maybe? Vituperative? Whatever. Classist. Her companions are dismal paleographer, a fallen young man, and a feckless theologian, a handsome youth with an easy smile. They explain that they're here to enter the regent's grave where they believe a sleeping king lies buried. They do not agree to the king's identity. Unfortunately, the college has cut our fundings, the classist explains. Speak to us if you have an interest in helping. Right. How can we help? Into the woods. Your inquiry induces a rare spirit of cooperation in the scholars. The last expedition into the woods was found a document written in the correspondence. It contains directions to a place called the Steward's Font, the theologian explains. Alas, it's all that needs to break their alliance. The paragrapher begins to argue that the steward was a chief position in Charlemagne's household. The classist makes a pointed reference to Inanna's husband. The theologian's smile is forced. If you could find the font, it would be an immense boon to my work. There are sputters of protestation. Our work. We can begin an expedition from the woods. We can speak to the different people. The theologian's tent is largest of the three. The interior has been decorated with carpet and throws, which traps smoke from his hookah. The air is a scented fog. The theologian is reclining on cushions, drinking wine. Ask about the paleographer? The theologian smiles innocently. Yes, we used to know each other very well indeed. This was back in college, before his passion got sucked out of him. He says, some people just can't accept change. What about the classist? She's very talented and very funny, and not at all nice. And she's furious with me. Why? He won't say. I think I've done enough damage, with both of them. He shakes his head. If it wasn't for St. John and the academic senate sending me here, I doubt I'll see her again. Until she becomes principal, of course. But of course. How about the theologian about his theory? The theologian's eyes widen. He's delighted to have been asked the question. According to the Legenda Aurea, St. John is sleeping somewhere and waiting for the coming of the Antichrist, which would mean the end of the world. And what is a high wilderness but that? We left the world behind and the stars are going out. And just after we arrive, we discover a tomb hidden in ancient wood. He runs a hand through his hair. Sometimes we must have faith. Of course, we should have faith. Let's speak to the classist. The classist tent is practical and largely unornamented. The interior is damp from her various walking clothes, which has been scattered across the floor. Old playbills and gaudy costume jewellery hang from the tent ceilings like charms. The classist is pacing the tent, reading Herodotus while smoking up a storm. Ask the classist about her theory. Is this obvious? She rolls her eyes. Fine. I'll tell you what I told the academic senate. The high wilderness is heaven, not as a church conceives it, but as the Sumerians did. A place of stars and chaos and impossible powers in proximity to and affecting our own world, but far, far removed. She pauses for breath. Inanna, the queen of heaven, entered the underworld in search of her husband and was trapped for a time. That is a myth, and this may be the truth. She waves her hand dismissively. Besides, we made some promising discoveries in the wood. Well, what do you think about the theologian? Her invective goes for an hour and she only remembers the fettuccine midway through. A liar, a traitor, and a fool, she says, spooning in entirely too much sugar. I loathe him. Her hand shakes as she pours. Okay, what about the paleographer? She laughs scornfully but refuses to be drawn. I will not waste breath on the undeserving. Well, there you go. What about the paleographer? I don't even know what that is. I should know that, but whatever. The paleographer's tent is some distance from the rest of the camp and is almost in the forest. It is smaller and more worn than the tent of the others. Inside, however, the tent is both warm and sturdy. No rain leaks through the oilskin. The paleographer's inks and reference books and all theatre handbills are neatly sorted. The paleographer is at a little wooden desk, conjugating the subjunctive. I swear they dug out like a dictionary and literally littered a whole bunch of words in it from it. Asked about his theory. It's a little strange, I admit. You certainly won't find this in Einhard, but there are legends that say the great king did not leave his people on death, but instead sleeps in a barrow, waiting for an hour of need. He almost smiles. You carry his people? Oh, I do not forget that we are British. He pauses for effect. But it is not our. But is our queen not of German parentage? Would not her ancestor look out for her, Europe's greatest monarch, as she embarks on the most significant endeavour? And this is why all of a sudden it's Charlemagne? What? What do you think about the theologian? The paleographer is lost in thought. When he answers you, he looks rueful. The three of us were at college together, in the same year. We were all interested in the theatre, but eventually pursued other things. I hadn't seen him in years, until the Traitors' Wood funding came up in the Senate. He sniffs. His intellect is second-rate, but his charm is first-class. We can't all be brilliant, he sighs despondently. So, is he saying he's not the brilliant one? I don't know. Ask about the classist. A remarkable scholar and terrifying goneril. At college, when she trod on the boards, he shakes his head. Ancient history now, which is her providence, not mine. He makes a strong cup of tea for himself, then offers you the same. Bitterness has coddled her. He sips his drink, then grimaces. Like this milk. Ew. Off milk. Ugh. Alright, so we've spoken to all these people. Then perhaps not. Expedition into... Let's go to the station and write our poor report. There we go. Explore the glades. There's no one else here at present, but there are signs of recent passage. A discarded set of cups, some clandestine picnic, loose paper hastily torn from a notebook, and a few bullets in scorched grass. People come into the glades to conduct meetings as neutral ground and as a place to think, secluded from the watchful gaze of the high wilderness. Okay. Well, how does this expedition thing work? We can't do a large expedition because we don't have enough people. I guess we're going on I'm not really sure if I can make it out of here if something bad does. Oh, Port Avon's just over there, I guess. Okay, maybe you can make it. Alright, let's try an expedition, I guess. Okay. Handful of your most loyal crew volunteer to join you. They hoist packs and eye each other with grim satisfaction. Okay. What? Oh, okay, let's go towards the font, I guess. The pale wood. The scholars share individually what they know. Their transcription of the correspondence differs significantly, and they refuse to work together on a single translation. Still, it should be enough to get a general area of the font. You gather your crew and make for the edge of the whispering wood. The scholars emerge from their tents to wave you off. They're not even coming with me! Bastards. Well, we're going to go with the safe thing, shall we? Storm's nearing, a signal says, drawing up her hood. Should we wait this out, Captain? Well, we have 100% of succeeding, so no. Brave the storm. A harsh captain. Brandy's passed about in little flasks until you have reminded people not to get rotten drunk in the middle of a thunderstorm. The going is quite after that, but swifter. Eventually the storm passes. Okay. You emerge in a field of purple flowers, bright as new bruises. Captain! The stoker's voice is anxious. Can you hear them? Something whispers from beneath the petals. 75% chance and 69. I'm going to go with 75. What do they know? Maybe you can learn. The Traitors' Choristers. The scent of the flowers is sweet but sour, like the rotten raspberries. The smell overpowers your nostrils as the voices overwhelm your ears, filling you with constant babble. Your crew joins you in the long grass, wandering through the canopy cacophony of flowers. Petals open tiny mouths, they whisper directions, only half in a language you speak. They tell you of groves and graves, the treacheries which happen, their defiance, the kingdom overthrown. Eventually they even tell you the way to leave. Okay. Right. Long shadows move through the silver trees ahead. There is a mournful howl. Someone sounds hungry. The stalker tries to joke. A low growling comes from behind you. The beasts have your scent. We won't run! We have 74% chance of success. Please. Yes! A route. Okay. You exhort your crew to stand their ground. Grotesque beasts, mockeries of earthly animals, emerge from the tree lines. Their pelts are ragged and mangled with exposed inner organs. Ooh. Their tusks curve cruelly. It is impossible to avoid thoughts of disembowelment. They even stares as if famished. Each stares as if famished. You do not give an inch. You sound the first barrage, then the second, then the third. The trees trapped to smoke. Your crew coughs and chokes. But the beast's blood flow freely. Ugh. The beast's howls are discordant. You stop your ears and bring them down, one by miserable one. Oh dear Lord. The ground gives way to a bog, grey and fatted as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily. The marsh reeds susurrate, growing in volume as you approach. There is an English that missed the polyphony names, yours and those of your crew. Let's search for another route because that's 56% and the other's 44. Let's go with 56. Failure, mother. Lost in the forest. The wood extends for miles, and so too does the bog. It's hours before you find a passable clearing. A glade of emerald hue nestled between the copse of silver trees that shiver and sigh like consumptives. Your crew follows your lead, hanging close to your torchlight. You keep up a count, checking numbers of your crew as you go. No, not everyone leaves the silver wood. We lost a crew member. We lost some time too, by the sounds of it. Well, the tree line part's ahead, so let's go into the thing. You scale down the wet rock face and into the cave. It's several moments before your eyes adjust to the light. The cavern is not natural. The walls are covered with bronze wood and studded with Nevertine gemstones, driven in too deep to remove. Distant starlight from the cave mouth reflect off the stone, filling the caves with radiance. Towards the back of the cave you find a silver seal the size of a crown and curved crescent blade. Correspondence is scored upon the blade's battered metal. It's too large to move, but you record the sigils. Perhaps one of the scholars will be able to translate. You take the seal. Whew! We made it alive! Oh! So we can decide who gets to have the thing, I guess. Hmm. Well, I get. Oh, this is. Well, I don't really buy the whole Saint John thing. I mean, I'm not very religious, so that might be why. But it also just sounds very odd that the heavens is like the end of the world. I don't think so. I think it's the beginning of a new one, if nothing else. I mean, that's what I would like to think if I was actually this captain. And I'm not gonna go with it's Charlemagne. That just sounds so absolutely nutters. So I'm going to go with the classist. Why not? Let's have her translate it. Well, what did you find? She snatches the paper from your hand. A moment later she laughs. It's a gift! An office of some kind. Ceremonial, no doubt. The kings of Sumeria gave out offices to their favourites, usually at religious observations, just as their offices came from the Queen of Heaven and the rest. She pauses. She goes for pen and paper. By the time she is finished, she looks concerned. I've never heard of this particular office. Tamer of the King's Bower. There's also a reference to the giggling place and directions. I'll mark it on your map. Okay, so we can go on more expeditions now, I guess? The The only issue is that we're starting to run low of supplies, and this is a terrible idea. And this episode I've been recording for a very long time. So what I am going to do is kind of finish it off here, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did making this episode. But most of all, as always, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day.